you the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got Edey, and it's the bodyguard in at the 4. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Pass to White. Inside. Here's Tatum. From the left block, he sends it through.
Such a good play from Tatum here to hoop that time.
Here's Andrews. He had 25 points in his last game. Here's Lee. Boston with a rebound. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Pass to Coward. Here's Lee. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. When it comes to this time of the season, Graham, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
And it's Tatum missing.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
The bodyguard, pass to Skinny. This one for 3. And the basket by the bodyguard.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Houdini. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Andrews. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
For Celtics Entertainment.
Check out stats for Jason Tatum. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the paint. Here's G. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributing.
Pass to Edey. Here's Andrews. White with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's George. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Andrews. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the ball.
Here's Houdini. They trail by 6. Fires from deep. And it's Lee with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Down low. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Andrews. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. And it's Edey missing. Celtics trail by 8. George passes to Houdini. Kicks it to George. Here's Coward. 17 points in his last outing. Here's the bodyguard. Pure from three-point range. The bodyguard's got 6. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've done a great job of leading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Grizzlies, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record.
Right now for the Grizzlies, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Here's Houdini. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Shot clock at 6. George for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. This is their first chance this season playing Boston. Here's Andrews. Pass to Lee. Now here's Edey. Skinny passes to the bodyguard. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Houdini. There's a screen. To the middle. To win the drought. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the line for him here.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Lee. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Here's Houdini. No points yet. Tatum from long range. It's good on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Pass to Edey. Here's Lee. George defending. Here's Lee. Another shot. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, when Edey gets the ball there, it usually generates points of some kind.
Memphis shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That one's off. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that have little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Here's Gonzalez. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Pass to Andrews. Baseline try. Yep, that one's good. Lee's got 7.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's G. Driving in. Soft touch off the glass. 12 points for him.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Pass to Edey. Here's Lee. Defended by Hauser. Lee, the pass to Skinny. 17-foot shot on the way. Lee misses.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Takes it inside. G's shot is good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. The Celtics, third.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
Pass to Coward. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pritchard with it. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Gonzalez passes to G. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. To the inside. Hauser outside. Pass to G. Not this time. Memphis leading by 7. And it's Wells off the drive. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Outside Pritchard. Now Hauser. He's covered by Wells. Hauser outside. Here's G. No good off the glass. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Grant. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed. And now an 11-point Memphis lead.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
There's a screen from outside the arc. Andrews grabs the board. Memphis leading by 12. Here's Coward. Still without a bucket. And 1:01 left in the first. And the basket by Andrews.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Gonzalez passes to Pritchard. Here's Queta. He's covered by Grant. Back to Pritchard. Clock at 6. Pass to Queta. Three-pointer. Memphis with a rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
He drops it from range. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And he can't get that one. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Memphis ahead, leading by 17. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Grizzlies have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Jeremy Grant out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then there's Jalen Wells. And it's Lee in at the point.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Grant, the pass to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
Celtics trail by 17. When you're a 6'8" pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the three by Boston. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Grant against Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4-3.
Tatum plays some tough defense. You won't see his energy level drop at that end.
Here's White. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 17 points was their biggest margin. Stewart, the pass to Lee. Here's Wells. He buries it from 3. Wells has got 5 now.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Houdini. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Left side Wells. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
We're into November. Let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Celtics. They've started strong this year, holding the second place spot.
Well, for the Celtics, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Now here's Tatum. 23 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Jeremy Graham.
The length, quickness, and IQ Tatum possesses makes him a nightmare matchup, and it's why defenders end up fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so he hits both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Here's Lee. Last time, 45 points for him. They set a pick. Three-pointer, Stewart. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Celtics trail by 15. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Tatum. Here's Houdini. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. The Celtics have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Grant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And a chance for three the old-fashioned way for Grant. He finds a way to make the most of his chances.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Grant at the line for one.
One shot.
And what you like about Jeremy Grant, the consistency from year to year, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he can shoot it, but defensively, you can put him on the opponent's best scorer. 3 and D and then some. Such a reliable vet for this team. Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Pass to White. Out to the wing. Here's Houdini. Knocks down the long K.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
So Tuomas Isolo has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Let's see which rookies are making the greatest impact on the glass. Wells up top. Pass to Lee. Now Grant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. And here's Jerome. He's guarded by White. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Edey. Here's Jerome. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jerome's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. The kick out to White. Over Jerome. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Grant in the post. Hounded by Tatum. And Grant gets it to go.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And the three-pointer goes. Tatum's got 9 points.
I know it's a long three, but for guys like Tatum, that's just a normal shot.
Pass to Jerome. Now Wells. Edey inside. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Clock is at 3. The three.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Tatum, a screen on Jerome. White for 3. It's rebounded by Grant.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Right side Wells. Pass to Lee. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Wells from outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 15. 20 feet. White, good. And it's 7 points for Derek White.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Lee. He has 7. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. So Tomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Celtics fans, please put your hands together and welcome to Center Court, Celtics Entertainment.
Here's Jerome. Houdini grabs a board.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
That one goes in.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball. Not for the things that come with it. The end.
Love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's White. 7 points in the game. Back to George. Pass to Houdini. There's the triple. Not going to go that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Lee. He's got 7 to stop the drought. Wells misses. Celtics trail by 11. Outside Tatum from deep. Cleared away by Wells.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stats.
The Celtics shooting pretty well, 45%.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Pass to Edey. Here's Lee. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Grant from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. He's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's the 3. They get it again. Here's Houdini. On target from range. Houdini's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Pass to Grant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Fires the 3. Houdini grabs a board.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Wells. Pass to Lee. To win the cold spell. Uses the glass on the layup. Lee's got 9 points.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Grant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, known as a defensive specialist coming into the league. Now Grant is seen as an all-around scoring
Jeremy
too.
Grant taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And look, with a guy like Grant, you've got someone who can defend all 5 positions on the court. Guys like that don't come along every day.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
He didn't go to the line once in the first half, but now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
Pass to Grant. Here's Coward. 40 seconds left in the half. And Grant gets it to go. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill.
George for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. They led by as many as 18. Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Lee. Lee on the wing. Here's Andrews. Off target with the 3. Here's Houdini. The long distance 3 is buried. 9 points in the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
It's been all about Jeremy Grant for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's 2 great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, let's take a look at the players of the week. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do. And that's go off topic.
What topic? so we don't have a topic check?
Isn't that a topic, being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. Turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies. They find themselves in a close one.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jason Tatum out there with George. Then it's Derek White, and it's G in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Andrews, down low, pass to the bodyguard. Here's the 3, gets the 3 to fall. The bodyguard's got 12.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And it's flushed down, a nice jam.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Coward. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Lee. Lets the 3 fly. G with a rebound. G's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the right side. Pass to White. Here's Houdini from behind the arc. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Coward, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. And the basket by Lee. 12 points for him.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get better.
Gee, no good.
It would have been a sensational alley-oop finish. Tough to nail the timing of that long pass.
Here's Andrews. 9 points in the game. Misses the 3. Here's G. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Boston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
At the line with 1 shot. Shooting 1.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Edey. Here's Lee. George defending. Lee into the lane. Here's the bodyguard. Sinks the tray. The bodyguard's got 15.
They are uncautious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's G. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston Globe Celtics Entertainment.
opportunity. Let's check out the top scoring rookies to date. And so it's Memphis with it. They led by as many as 18. They swiped it. Pass to Houdini. Now George. The kick out to White. Fires for three. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Here's the bodyguard. Here's Lee. He's got 12. The bodyguard. Pass to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the bodyguard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Houdini. Pass to Tatum. To White for the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Coward. Here's Andrews. He's got 9. From the wing. Tatum pulls it in. Boston on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Houdini from the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Edie's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Coward. He's guarded by White. Screen by Edie. Here's the bodyguard. And again it's Memphis missing. That's 1 point separating the team. To the left side wing. Houdini, pass to White. Tatum feeling it out of it. Memphis with a rebound. Edie's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to the bodyguard. Now Edie. He's got 5. Here's Andrews. Nails it from 3. Andrews has got 12 points.
Well, it's good to see Edie show off his passing skills. The more dimensions he has to his game, the better off he'll be.
On the wing, Tatum. Puts one up from 19. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Coward. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Memphis.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Now here's White. 16 points for him. Here's G. Edie defends. Outside White. Now George. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 18. Here's Andrews. And another 3 for Memphis.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Tatum. Here's G. 27 points for him. Will it go? Boston again missing.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with their opponent.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by White. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Here's Lee. Hounded by Tatum. Here's the bodyguard. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. White, the pass to George. Goes up from the block. And the shot is good off the backboard.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Pass to Andrews. Boston pulls it in.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
There's Tatum with the three. And it's Lee with the rebound.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
The bodyguard, pass to Skinny. Here's Coward. Pass to Lee. Inside. Here's G. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
And this kind of sixth slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And it's Houdini missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The three is up, and it's Andrews missing.
He probably thought he was going to burn it out.
For three, George. They get it back. White for three. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
And the basket by Andrews.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Boston. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Wells, that's good. Wells has got 10.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Comes in for George. On the wing, Hauser. There's Tatum with the three. Jerome grabs the miss. Jerome's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Pass to Andrews. Another 3 for Memphis.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. A minute 9 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. To halt the run. White can't hit. Grizzlies lead by 13. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort. Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Pass to Tatum. Back to White. And here's Tatum. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Second chance shot. And Robinson finishes it off. Robinson's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back in.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Outside White. And so it's Memphis up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Ty Jerome, Jeremy Grant out there with Isaiah Stewart, and it's Spencer in at the one.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. The deep three. And it's Houdini missing.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him quit taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Here's Spencer. Robinson with the block. To the middle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, over the years, we've seen Tatum become increasingly comfortable playing through contact.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And listen, Jason Tatum is one of the very best players in the world. He does everything well. Can fill in wherever, the type of player who covers up your weaknesses.
Here's Lee. And count the basket.
Basket's
He was
good.
fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting one.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Lee. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. 15-point game. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Grant. Nice look inside from Tatum.
Well, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Tatum unguardable at times.
Stewart outside. Pass to Jerome for three. Boston pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And now Memphis on the break. Here's Lee. And strong finish with 2 hands.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
Pritchard, the pass to Houdini. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Here's Lee. No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 12. Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Houdini from deep. Memphis with a rebound. Lee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Jerome. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Outside Tatum. To the paint. Here's Howard. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Boston Celtics. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets.
And you know, for that matchup with the Magic, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Grizzlies lead by 13. Stewart outside. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter.
Showing the physicality there. Stewart going right at him inside. He does not back down.
The 11-footer. Tatum can't hit. Outside Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Shoots over Grant. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Pritchard. 20 points for Jason Tatum. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Spencer. Here's Lee.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Pass to Houdini. Back to Pritchard. Tatum with a screen. Fires the 3. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Over to the left wing. Now here's Stewart. Here's Lee. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. On the wing, Hauser. He's covered by Grant. Stewart against Robinson. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Tatum can't hit. Memphis leading by 15. Grant the pass to Lee. Here's Spencer. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Here's Houdini. Pass to Tatum. To the inside. Big finish by Robinson.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Stewart outside from downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. And here's Tatum. Hey, great D that time from Grant.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Spencer. Here's Lee, defended by Hauser. With the fadeaway, and the basket by Lee. Lee's got 11 points in the quarter.
They're going old school out there now. Working the mid-range part of the floor.
Hauser can't get it to go.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Lee. Fade away. It's hauled in by Robinson. Tatum draws the double. On the wing, Hauser. Pritchard from outside. Knocks down the triple. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Houdini.
Grizzlies foul. Andrews, first personal foul. Third team foul.
So it's Boston now. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Tatum rips the three.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's the bodyguard. Here's Andrews. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. George for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. The bodyguard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Houdini. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Up top, Tatum. Oh, he jams it right back at him.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Memphis leading by 14. Here's Lee. Let's loose for 3. That's all.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
The triple drops.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Andrews. Releases from 15. Oh, the shot is off. Celtics trail by 11. Deflects the pass. It's George on the wing. And he gets it from 15.
With how good PG-13's jumper is, that is an easy make.
Grizzlies lead by 9. Jacks up a 3. The putback, just in time with the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Right side, Tatum.
Memphis foul. Number 9. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
.21 left to play in the fourth quarter. And they recover it. Quite outside. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Oh, it doesn't go. Well, the Grizzlies shooting great so far, 52% in the fourth.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Grizzlies.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for the bodyguard.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Andrews.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
And here are the Grizzlies now. This one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.